When entering the aluminium tier in Dune Awakening, you may wonder where you can find Sandtrout leathers to craft your armour, Stillsuit tubing for your stillsuits, and Insulated Farbic to craft the rather epic Decalitajon that holds 10 litres and large blood bag that holds 15. All of these can be found in the same zone that you just haven't got to yet. The too long didn't read of this is that you can find all of these in the Udum, a tier 4 zone to the northwest of the Haggard Basin. And I just happen to be here because this is where I'm building my new base. Just go there, take care of the inhabitants, and loot them and their chests. If you want more details like how to get there safely, some good spots and a few extra tips, stick around. For getting there, I'd recommend the usual. Firstly, unlock the Pinnacle Station trade post. It's the most northerly trade post found at the other end of the Haggard Rift, which is the safest way to get there. This is the Haggard Rift. Just head east from Anvil to the south entrance of the Haggard Rift, just by the Rift Watch. Then head all the way north and then west until you come out here and reach the Pinnacle Station. Going along the bottom of the rift is basically the safest way to get all the way up here to the tier 4 areas. Just west of the Pinnacle Station here, in the eastern shield wall, you'll find more aluminium than you can carry. It's pretty much everywhere. You can just fly to Pinnacle Station once you've unlocked it from your base near Anvil, pick up a load of aluminium, then fly back with your full inventory. Or, of course, drive your buggy up here, completely fill it and take it back. Be warned, you'll need a whole lot of water for all that aluminium. Before you head west to go to the Udum, you should definitely stop off at Helios Gate. Helios Gate is found just south of Pinnacle Station down here. It's on the cliff edge, basically overlooking the tier 3 zones. Here you'll find the Bene Gesserit trainer, and this place is essentially the Atreides version of the Rift Watch for the Harkonnen. You should definitely pick up the Bene Gesserit Unlock Skill Tree quest from here, because the contract will take you to the Udum, and basically completing the contract will get you the materials you want. You'll also naturally go here if you're doing the Atreides questline. So once you've got the contract, if you didn't start with Bene Gesserit to begin with, just head back up here and go all the way down here. Basically just head west from Pinnacle Station. You'll just want to go between the big mountains. As long as you're on your bike, I would not recommend taking your buggy to this, because it will be a bit more of a bitch to get out after, because you can't store your buggy. If you've got an ornithopter, even better. But chances are, if you haven't been here, you don't yet have an ornithopter. Not specifically the Udum, but this area in general. But we'll cover that in the next video. Provided you're riding the bike, you won't take any fall damage, so you can essentially just drive off the cliff anywhere along here and land in the Udum. And now you're here, there are a few places we can check out, as well as a few extra things to pick up, because it's not just the materials you're after that you'll want to get while you're here. I'll quickly whip out my ornithopter, because it's going to be much quicker for me to get to these places. Personally, because I followed the contract, I first entered the Udum here, because that's the first building you need to go to. When you have an ornithopter, you can actually land on top of here, go down the hole and get really quick access to a chest. However, when you first come here and don't have an ornithopter, you're going to have to climb up. But it's worth it, I assure you. This is the entrance. Now, bear in mind, these mobs are going to be really hard for you if you're getting your materials for your aluminium level armor. I'm wearing some pretty decent armor. I do have one steel piece, an aluminium piece, but a few of the duraluminum pieces as well. And I've only just received this knife, and it's pretty damn amazing. Does 100 damage, so bear that in mind. If you've got Glutton's Drinker, you're doing a third of this. Once you've got in here, you're basically just going to kill everyone, take all their Sandtrout leathers and Stillsuit tubing. You'll find Sandtrout leathers and Stillsuit tubing on all the mobs, so just take down everyone. You'll need to do a little platforming in here. There are other places, of course, found around here. This is the Bene Gesserit first quest place, but you'll also find Insulated Farbic, as well as the other two here as well. And this guy had both on, 4 leathers, 1 stillsuit tubing. This one has some leathers. Now, even if you're not on the quest, you should definitely come here, because there's a big old chest at the top, and this can store a number of things. The hole that you can drop down to, by the way, is just up there. So you'd want to maybe drop down onto that fabric and then jump over to this to get access to this room immediately. This room does have a few mobs, but you can just obviously kill everyone. Remember, the mobs in this zone are going to use a whole lot of poison and some anti-gravity fields. That stuff will end you pretty quickly if you're not careful. I died a number of times in this zone before. Now the chest, the good chest, is up here. And that seems to have a Litajon Mark IV, maybe. We'll have another look into taking care of this person. You'll also find drill shots here. When you get hit by a drill shot, you need to dash out of it. So a drill shot, you'll know you're being hit by it when you get a red sort of circular target thing that looks like it's flickering a little and it's stuck to you. The only way to get out of it is to dash. Also, if you're anything like me, I would recommend keybinding dash to control and putting crouch on alt, because control is ways to hit without putting your thumb under your hand. So yeah, this was Hadja Litajon Mark IV. Now you might wonder, this is an aluminium level Litajon, but it only has like 2000 capacity. The thing about that is, so the other aluminium level Litajon is a Decalitajon, which holds 10 litres instead of the 2 of this. The reasoning is that these are way lighter. So the Hadra Litajons are definitely the ones you want to keep on you. I have a Decalitajon on me just because. This is 15 volume. The Mark V of these that holds 2500 is 2 volume. So they are worth it for one to carry on you. Decalitations are the ultimate one for using your industrial dew scythe to pick up a load at once. You should definitely get that during the aluminium tier. You'll want some industrial pumps for this though. Again, we'll cover that in the Ornithopter video next. But yeah, you'll definitely want to get this when you can, because you can harvest just a load at once. As you can see, this container holds 50 insulated fabric, so definitely worth doing. Now, this is the first spot, and something glowing there, which is making me want to grab whatever it is. Another good reason to take care of all the places while you're here is that every place here will give you 20 intel per package. Now, I've stopped here because... We'll actually stop, there we go. This package is where you'll find the Bene Gesserit quest item in. So it's just down there. You should definitely make your way all the way up, clear that room, then you can drop down to this easily after. Also remember that when you're here, you should probe the area because this is nice and high. We're just going to get out of here and go to another place. Now, the place that you'll find a load of insulated fabric is here, which actually has it in the thing once you've... there you go, Stonestep Village, insulated fabric. But you'll also find another one of these monument-style ones, which you can't really see because of the checkpoints at the moment. But it's the one that has like 2 mountains. So you'll also find one down here and one in the middle around here. Those also have a load of insulated fabric in a chest. Now, I haven't even cleared all of these, but like I said, all of the mobs here in this entire zone will drop Sandtrout leads and Stillsuit tubing. The insulated fabric, you'll find it less often, but you'll find a lot of it at once. So just clear the area, get all your intel that you're going to need to unlock the Ornithopter and all your armor and all the new stuff, and hopefully get on the way to unlocking the duraluminum stuff. Also, while you're here, I'd definitely recommend keeping an eye out for a certain plant. So, it's a little hard to find before you've actually found it once, because even if you look at images online, you might not realise the size of it. It's a little smaller than you might expect, and these are agave plants. And unless you're in the duraluminum tier, you may not even know it exists. But you're going to want some later during that tier, so you may as well pick it up while you're here. That is one of the plants. That's an agave plant over here. These agave plants aren't super common, but each will drop 5 seeds. You'll need 10 seeds and a duraluminum to make 5 pills. These are absolutely worth making when dealing with radiation zones due to the extra time they'll give you to explore and gather. So it's worth gathering these seeds as you explore this zone, to save time coming back later when you're in the 5th tier of crafting. I hope that was helpful. If you have any other questions, please whack them below. Another viewer or myself will certainly be able to answer them. If you want more tips and guides for Dune, subscribe, and yeah, go and watch another one now. It's probably on screen at the moment. You can just click it and it will give you some more information. Happy days. See you next time. Peace.